Subticker Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. And today, boys and girls, I have a dandy. What a game that was. Fuck. I gotta tell you, this game was fucking ridiculous from beginning to the end. We're gonna be battling. We're gonna be trying to come back from behind pretty much the whole time. And yeah, this game, bro, I gotta say, if I didn't make couple of mistakes here, and I did make a couple of mistakes at the end of the game, it would have turned out completely differently as far as the damage goes. But nevertheless, I think it's probably one of the better games I've played, even though I don't play this game anymore. I think my strategic thinking was good. It was just lacking a little bit of extra positional, I would say, it's not know-how, be more reactive thinking. I think it wasn't there. And even though Kranvagn is one of those tanks that your reactive thinking should be pretty good, because you don't have to react right away. Between the reloads, you can actually think about things you want to do. In my situation, I love Kranvagn. I think it's one of the best tanks in the game for players that are not fast thinkers, for the players that, you know, want to have a break and try to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to reposition? Do I want to stick around in here and fight? It has a little bit of armor, like turret armor, that you can bounce some shells, and survivability of this tank is really good, as long as you just show your turret. Anyway, let's get into the game, because it's really fantastic. So, on live oaks in this tank, obviously what I want to bring it is this area J6 initially, because you can really go hold down over there and spot pretty much all the tanks, all the enemy tanks on the K line. So that's exactly what I did. Remember guys, always bring your tank to the position that can be effective. If you bring your tank to the position that's not effective, first of all, you're going to lose your tank, and second of all, you're going to do 0 damage. So you have to think about what your tank's strengths are. And I'm not going to talk about this in this video because it will take the whole freaking video. I want to talk about the game. So anyway, I helped my team push the K line, and that's exactly what we did. At the same time, the enemy started spilling onto the field, onto C7A0 quadrant. So what we're going to do here is we're going to support our friendlies that are still defending the base, because we have shots onto these guys, especially the ones that are in open field. Unfortunately, the E4 disappeared, so we can't put a shell into him, but we can still put shells into this 60 TP. And lessons learned for the opposition team, don't ever do this on this map, because once you're in open field, if you try to cap, obviously you're just gonna be taken out by the by the tanks that are sitting behind the ridgeline over here. And that's exactly what happened here. So we want to stick in this position. Now, my team, my goodness, what can I say about that? My team that's attacking right now. Like, bro, guys, look at the map. You have a position on the rail track. Those two TDs that are middle of the map, they shouldn't be there. They should be on a rail track so that they could support the two heavy tanks that are pushing. And this is where the opposition team is just gonna feast, because they have people sitting at E2, D3, somewhere in there. And that position is so powerful. If you actually try to approach the enemy's base, you're gonna be taken out in no time. So on this map, you have to be aware that area, once you're playing from this side of the map, is really, really bad, because you'll be picked out one by one. The same in this position here where we were, where enemy can be picked out one by one, cutting through the middle of the map like that. Don't ever do that. Anyway, so we got ourselves in position here to support our TD that's currently in a corner at B0. Unfortunately, we had something in the way. We couldn't hit that shot because there was like rebel pile or something on the way. Plus, I don't have heat shells anymore, so I can't really shoot E3 Scapola. And he's got really crazy good armor, so I can't really penetrate that. So at this point, I decided to reload. Now, pay attention to our Night Stalker. He played a fantastic game, man. Like, that guy, I gotta give it to him. He didn't die. And especially in these situations, you want to make sure your tank stays alive as long as possible, so that players like me, or friendlies, can get to the position to support him before he dies, right? So he does a great job running away here. Now, I'm gonna make a mistake here. The reason why is because knowledge of my map. I didn't know that this wall is indestructible. I believe in the previous version of Live Oaks, some time ago, that wall was destructible, and I thought, oh, well, I can just run through it and go behind this E3 easily and just shoot him down. But unfortunately, it was not the case. Anyway, we have his back now, so we're gonna put some shells into him, just like that. And I think Night Stalker, yes, Night Stalker takes him out. And what do we do next? We're still losing this game. Now, the key thing here is for our light tank to stay alive, and that's what I was hoping he was gonna do. But I don't know what is he doing? Why did he go in between 3 or 4 tanks and all of a sudden decide to commit suicide? I don't know. He might have probably thought that the game is lost. That's probably what happened. We could have used him at the end of the game here because he's got the vision, right? We could easily defend from behind the ridgeline over here if he stays somewhere in the middle and just stays undetected. But at this point in time, what I'm trying to do is, like, I want to create crossfire, right? So I want to come to this side of the map, use my great gun depression and strong turret armor to shut these guys down. And here we go. That's a good shot on T2, taking him out of the game. Too bad I didn't have shot on this guy, because that could have changed complexion of the game a little bit, I would say. We tried to auto-aim shot over there. It would have penned. The problem is we lost our gun depression, so we weren't able to penetrate FV4005. Okay, so we're still relatively good here. My friendly has really good position. I have a really good position, hold down position. I have the train here to protect me if needed. We're groovy. I'm thinking here, dude, like, we should be able to carry this easily. It's not going to be the case. It's not going to be as easy as I thought. So FV4005, we know what he's doing, right? He's going to come around and he's trying to flank me. So here is where I think I made a couple of baddies. And let me talk about it here. I'm going to freeze it. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm getting away from the support range of my tank destroyer. His render range is not far enough to support me. That's the first thing. Second thing, I want to play this tank hold down, which is the right thing to do, but I'm not thinking about if something goes wrong. Contingency plan. Because if I wanted to play it right, let's assume that, okay, I don't care about support from my friendly. I just want to make sure that I play hold down and minimize the damage that the shit barn can do to me. In that case, I want to be hold down. And if I'm on top of the ridge line, like this, obviously I cannot be perfectly hold down because he can come up and shoot me. And my interclip is not fast enough in order to shut him down. He's at what, 1100 HP, right? So what I should be doing is I should be in the dip on the left side of where I am right now. That's critical thinking, quick critical thinking that I did not have at the moment. If I was there, I could have easily poked my turret, tracked him, and then tracked him again if I needed to, and drain him. I'm shooting AP right now, so I should be able to easily go through his track. Okay, let's roll it from here. So, a couple of things. I went on a reload at the right time. That was the right thing to do. Unfortunately, I did not expect him to get up here so quick. And now I knew I'm in trouble. So if I was in the actual dip, he would have had to cross over to hit me. Instead, I take the big damage hit. And because I was top of the hill, and AAT, 90 player was smart, he poked over at the same time and hit me. Because Night Stalker was busy. He couldn't support this area because he's got his own problem. He's got Ruthless on top of him. So if I was here, exactly, in this position here, I probably would have been able to kill 4005 and AA would have a really hard shot at me. Okay, but regardless, I'm still alive, so that's a positive. And AA is just rushing me, so I was able to take him down. Just like that, no problem. And at this point I'm thinking, oh, I think we have this in a bag. I think this game is pretty much won. As long as the Night Stalker stays alive, I think we got this. So I'm telling him I'm rushing towards him, but Ruthless is freaking full health and my first shell misses. I don't know what happens. Unfortunately, it goes somewhere. And I'm left with 5 shells at the moment. Now, this is still winnable because I think, well, my shell potential is 400 per shell. So I should be able to shut him down if I have a full clip. Now, what's the next step? Well, I can't move from this position because if he decides to charge me, which he might, I'm not sure, I have a good position to defend from, right? Now, I have multiple advantages here. First of all, I have view range advantage. I have mobility advantage. I have hold down advantage. There is no way I should lose this game. And this is exactly what I'm thinking at the moment. There's no way I should lose this game. I have advantage on every front right here, but things happen, boys and girls, unfortunately. And that's the way it goes sometimes. The opposing player decided to cap, and that's probably a right play to draw me in because I'm faster than him. But he anticipated where I would be, so he positioned his tank behind his friendly dead tank. Fantastic play on his part. I can't say, like, that was a good play. So what do I need to do is I need to come around and get to the position where I can hit him so I don't have to shoot above the dead tank, because with my standard shells I will not be able to pen his cupola. So I need to ensure that I have good shots at him in this situation. Now I have plenty of time. He's capping, but we still have 48 seconds left, or 47, whatever it is. Over 40 seconds left. And I was thinking, I have time. But at the same time, I was playing a little bit impatient. I could have went all the way around this hill over here, but I decided to just poke and reset at this time. One thing I did not expect, let's see if we can hit him here. We can. So that shot comes off, which is great. But one thing I did not anticipate was that he's actually gonna push me. I didn't think he was that smart. I didn't think he was actually gonna leave the base and push me, but he realized that I'm only on 164 HP. So simply one shot with HE, he's gonna take me out of the game. But he's sort of playing into my hands because I know he's gonna come charge me. So I decided to go around this hill and try to shut him down, right? Now, again, it's gonna come down to critical thinking over here. He's not here, and I'm like, I got him in the bag. I got him exactly what I want him to be. Check this out. Okay, so let me freeze it here. Couple of things. First of all, he's not looking at me. He's looking away from me. I have a hold down advantage over here. But what I did not expect him to do is I did not expect him to climb the hill. And that threw me off. I thought he was going to be on the bottom. I thought he was going to go down the bottom, try to chase me. He did not do that. So what's the play over here? The play over here is to continue driving, go behind him, because he's got very slow turret rotation, and that game is in the bag, right? And guess what I did? Exactly. I dropped back. And then I tried to track him. And then I realized I'm fucked. Oh, I was so angry I threw this game. It's unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. I threw it completely. And the fact of the matter is, I underestimated the ruthless player. That's exactly what I did. Because I didn't think he was going to do some things that he did. Instead, I should have been thinking, what is my backup plan in case this happens? I never thought about it. And while I was playing, literally my instincts took over in this situation. Instead of driving forward, I started backing up. And that lost me the game. I mean, mind you, he hit the shot on the move. And I don't know what shells he was shooting. I didn't check. But I'm assuming he was shooting HE. He must have. Because he was a smart player. He didn't have a good game, to be honest. But he clutched it for his team. And this is like one of those things where I think if I actually played the game regularly, I probably would have won this game. I think I would have. I wouldn't have made those mistakes that I did. I wouldn't have been in situations to lose my HP the way I did. And I think it would have turned out completely differently. But man, what a game. What a game. We almost brought it back. We were losing the entire game. We had 9k raw damage. We also had some assisted damage, but that don't matter. I just was kicking myself that I didn't clutch it. So I sent GG to the Night Stalker player and told him, after, a little bit of thinking, I said, man, I should have went behind the Ruthless. And he said, probably. And he was absolutely right. Too bad he died. If he didn't die... By the way, the shot that Ruthless took at him when he was running away, it was shot on a move, and he hit it. I played Ruthless. That tank sucks, man. It never hits anything on a move. So basically the game let him make that shot, but no excuses. That one's on me. I had advantage. Like I mentioned to you guys, I had advantage everywhere. I should have easily won this game with the knowledge that I have, but I didn't. I pretty much messed it up for the team. Even though I carried hard. So Kranvagn is still fucking amazing tank. It's a monster. If played properly, if you play it on ridge lines, if you use your turret armor, this tank is the king. The penetration is not the best on it, so you're gonna be forced to shoot a lot of heat rounds in this tank, but still, man, tank is good, and I played a few games in it. I gotta tell you guys, I still enjoy it. It's fantastic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I can make a few more. During Christmas, I didn't really have time to play, but I did have one evening that I got on in between family activities, and this is what I had. But anyway, guys, I want to wish you a happy new year to all the people that still watch this channel. I appreciate you. I do. I really do, guys. Unfortunately, my heart is not in World of Tanks anymore the way it used to be. But I still get on from time to time, and if I have anything good, I will post it here. So I'm glad you stick around, and maybe there's more goodies to come. Until next time, happy tanking. Space Bandit, check it out.